Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The International Olympic Committee is extremely pleased by the organization of the Games. BOCOG has clearly put the athletes in the center of these Games. We had a splendid village, we had state-of-the-art venues, we have an impeccable operation, we had great performances, more than 40 world records were set, more than 120 Olympic records, and of course we had the two icons of the Games, Michael Phelps and Usain Bolt. Total number of medals. So we acknowledge that the situation has not been perfect, but we acknowledge at the same time that the situation was a major change in comparison to before the Games. So we believe that the Games had a good influence in that. More than 40 world records were set. Most of the athletes, the overwhelming majority is clean. There is a small minority that cheats, and unfortunately they taint the whole sport. Last point is that we are freezing the samples for 8 years. And if in the future we discover a test of something that we eventually could not detect today, we will be able to detect it in the future. And that also is a major deterrent. Through the Games, China has been scrutinized by the world, has opened up to the world. The world has learned China, and China has learned about the world. And I believe that this is something that will have positive effects on the long term.
And when did the IOC approve?
If I had a story to tell, definitely it would be the embrace and the hug of the Georgian and the Russian athlete on the podium 2 days after there had been violent clashes in Georgia. I mean, I think this kind of sportsmanship and fair play and brotherhood is really remarkable. You know, this is something that's going to be...
Question for the President. What legacy do you think...
China has put the bar very high. So it's going to be a challenge for London, but also for all the subsequent Games. And I believe, and my hope will be that London can even put the bar higher, and so that we have this constant evolution and improvement of the Olympic Games. I gave Usain Bolt what I believe be fatherly advice. Athens was the return to the roots, to the country that has invented the Olympic Games. China was coming to the most populous country in the world. And London will be the city of the country that has invented modern sport, and that has invented the rules of sport, that has brought in the values, the value of fair play and other values. So I think that's the identity that has to be built around London.